Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brandon, and tonight we're going to be talking about some basketball. We're going to be doing a preview on the Western Conference Finals. All right, so the Spurs beat the Houston Rockets last night. Yeah, they just spanked them. I didn't actually watch the game. I just watched a few highlights. But apparently James Harden didn't even show up, really. He was acting all funny on court. He was afraid to take shots and stuff, which is kind of a bit weird. You would expect at least they'd be, competitive, especially in an elimination game on their home court. But, the Spurs got the job done without Kawhi Leonard. And, yeah. Well, props to them. They're going to be facing off the Golden State Warriors, which, to be honest, I'm super excited about this matchup. This is going to be a good one because the Warriors, the last time they lost to a Western Conference team was actually to the Clippers. But the year before that was the San Antonio Spurs. And, it could have been a different series, really, because that first game, if I remember correctly, they were up probably 14 points in the fourth quarter at some time, and they just let San Antonio back in it. And then game two, Klay Thompson caught fire and then just made it rain threes and sealed the deal early on. But, Spurs came back, obviously, and, the Warriors lost on their home court in game 4, I believe. And, yeah, they lost it in game 5. No, wait, in game 6 on their home court again. It went back and forth. I don't remember quite the details, but yeah, I do remember losing to the Spurs. And the Spurs has been the Warriors' kryptonite for like 23 years, possibly, going on, because the Warriors have never been able to beat the Spurs, not in the regular season. I mean, back when we sucked, really bad, really, really bad for years and years. We could never, ever beat the Spurs. Yeah, the Spurs are they're like the kryptonite. They've had some close games. I remember back in the past with Baron Davis and stuff, but they were never ever to get past that peak. There's just some teams that you just can't beat, really. But that was back in the day. This is a completely different team this season. The past 4 or 5 years, the transformation that this club has gone through. So the rise of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, and now we got KD, so it's kind of it's a completely different team. Plus, okay, if you think about it, last year, who did the Spurs go out to? The Oklahoma City Thunder. And who was on that team? Kevin Durant. And who was on this team? Kevin Durant. I'm excited about this game too because it's an early game. It's at 12:30 on the Pacific time, so that means it's going to be broadcast here in the UK at 8:30 p.m. So I actually get to watch a game at a reasonable hour, because if you guys don't know, I live here in the UK, and being a Golden State Warrior fan, most of the home games start at 7:30 Pacific time, but that means it starts here in the UK at 3:30 in the morning. So to be honest, I don't watch many games just because of that. I mean, I could watch them on demand, but to be honest, I always find the best way to enjoy sports is live. So if you can't watch it live, it just feels different. You could put it on record, but you just know the game has already happened and all that stuff. So sports is best enjoyed live. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this matchup. Kawhi Leonard got a sprained ankle, so he was out in game 6 of the Houston Rockets, but they still spanked the Houston Rockets without him. I don't think that's going to happen in this series. I mean, the Warriors they've had the week off, and they're full healthy, and the Spurs could potentially be missing Kawhi Leonard for a game, and they're going to be missing Tony Parker. So, I mean, those are 2 key players right there. Especially Kawhi, man. He's an MVP candidate and everything. So, who knows what's going to happen. And he's a defensive stopper, man. He'll stop pretty much anyone on the Warriors, except for probably KD. You might get, he'll play some good defense. He's going to make it hard on him. But yeah, I don't think they're going to stop, especially if he's on a bum ankle. I mean, KD's just going to be feasting on him. For real, that matchup right there is gonna be dope. But I mean, I hope he gets better because, to be honest, I want to beat the Spurs. I would love to beat them at full strength, just because they've been the dominant team for, the last 15 years, or they've been the dominant team for probably the last 20 years or something. But yeah, they're the only team we haven't beat in a playoff series in the Western Conference, except the last team we lost to was the Los Angeles Clippers in 2014 in the Western Conference. So there's only been 3 teams to beat the Warriors in the past 5 years. 4? In the past 5 years, there's only been 3 teams that beat the Golden State Warriors in a playoff series. So I think it's going to be a good one. I don't think it's going to be a breeze. I definitely don't think it's going to be a sweep, especially if Kawhi gets back healthy. Let's hope he does. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun matchup, man. I'm excited about this. Because to be honest, I like to watch. I like the games to have a little bit of drama. I mean, when the Warriors blow out teams, I mean, yeah, it's getting fun. Steph and Clay be raining threes and stuff. But it's just, I really like. I like watching close games, and because I like the chess match at the end of games. And you really see. Even though the game does take longer with with the fouling and the timeouts and stuff, but you really see it does become a definite chess match, and you get to see what the coach really wants to do, and that's when the coaching really comes into play. You really see what plays they're going to be running, who they're trying to exploit on the defense or on the offense, because you really get a good sense of of how the game's supposed to be played, especially in crucial moments. And there's nothing like playoff basketball. I love playoff basketball. But I'm going to try to watch the games early, man. But that's why I'm happy about Game 1 being early. But I'm going to try to watch the other games. I usually wake up for the Western Conference. I didn't really wake up too much for for round 1 and round 2, just because the game started like 2 a.m. But Western Conference, for the past 3 years, I've been waking up at the start of them. And it's been a hard day at work the next day, but for most part, it's worth it. So I'm feeling pretty good. My prediction is it's going to be a 4-2 to the Warriors. You could take that to the bank. I just look at the odds for the Game 1, and the Warriors are a 10.5 point favorite, which it seems a bit high, to be honest. But I mean, I guess they have been beating teams by 12.5 points on average in the playoffs. But I mean, they're against two weak ass teams, really. I mean, they swept them. But 10.5 point favorite, Game 1, I think that might be a little bit too high. But I mean, to be honest, the toughest game is going to be Game 3. If there's going to be a loss, it probably will be Game 3. And by that time, you wouldn't think that Kawhi would be back and healthy. Well, at least mostly healthy. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to this week, and hope you guys are too. If you guys like some of these NBA videos, I'm going to make more of them. I love talking NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all soon. All right, peace. Yeah, it's going to be a fun matchup. Oh, and I get to actually watch the games, especially... Oh, no. My light went out.